Happy Sunday. I am here. You guys are going to be hearing some background noises that I want to go ahead and fully disclose to you. So two little voices you're going to hear, Baker and Witten. They are in Witten's room playing with the pirate ship and all the little toys. You are also hearing Google because I have one of my Google Home things right next to me on my desk, and figured instead of keeping it completely silent, I would show you guys in true fashion, like how I do my planning stuff, which is I usually have music in my house throughout the day. So in the kitchen while I'm making dinner, in the afternoon when we're working on homework, I don't know, I just have music around because it's something I enjoy. So this is my desk. Welcome. These are my amazing flowers that Baker gave me for my Mother's Day gift. He made them in school this year, so they stay on my desk. I have, in true Sam fashion, my cheap ass highlighters that I enjoy, so nothing fancy. I got this pen at a trade show, and while I was cleaning out one of my purses, found it and was like, you know what, I'm gonna totally use this one this week. It's a Frixion, so the Pilot Frixions, it is one of the erasable ones. So you have like that kind of erase tip, and then they write really good. I've been using my Uniball Airs and happy with them, but found it and was like, why not? And it's erasable. This week ahead, I'll explain in a moment, but erasable pen is gonna be the way. If not, I would need to be using a pencil because I am gonna be helping one of my, on the operational side of one of my jobs, I'm helping them with some tasks. And so you'll see when I go into my planner exactly why I need erasable and some flexibility. Proactively speaking, I pulled out my Ollie clips. Y'all, I have had these two Ollie clips for years now, probably 4 years, maybe 3.5, something like that. But I brought them out. I don't know if I'll end up needing them, but I have them just in case on my desk. And then I've got Post-it notes because I do know this week I am going to need some Post-it notes. I'm showing you in this video how I am using my classic size Happy Planner. I am still using my digital planner. It will be on a different video. So this one is specifically just for my Happy Planner classic size. I went scrimmaging through some of my old things. So everything that you guys are gonna see in here, nothing is new except for inserts, one set of inserts, but I bought them through an Etsy store. Other than that, the other inserts are either what my planner came with a while back, or it was templates I had purchased a long time ago in an Etsy store. One of them I actually bought in 2020 and decided to whip those suckers out with what's going on the next few weeks on the operational stuff. Things that I have on here, I went with my rose gold metal rings because the metal rings on these Happy Planners bring me happiness. The plastic ones are fine, I'm not knocking them, but just if I have to pick between plastic and metal, I love the metal ones. I think they're super slick looking. They're my jam. This insert, or this cover right here, is a hard cover, so it's not the plastic one. Last night I made that decision of, you know what, I think I'm gonna make it a little more structured for now. And it's one that I've had now. I've had this cover, y'all, for, I don't know, for at least 3 years, and I hadn't done anything with it. So I don't even know, to be honest, if they make them or not. I'm assuming they still do, but it was one that I decided to bring out. So it's got a little bit of smudges on it. I need to wipe it down. I'll do that at some point, I guess, but it's nothing that made me like freak out for the moment. So anyways, let me hop right on in. So I am going to show you guys what I am doing for this week ahead. I have this folder up here. I intentionally put this folder in, it says 54321 folder. Mel Robbins, I've been following her, not for a long time, but for some time this year. I've been really reading her quotes, listen to her on podcast interviews on YouTube channels, and she talks about like 54321 of action. So like, if you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and you don't do something about it, your brain, then just you procrastinate. So I was like, you know what? I think that's a really good name for like this folder. The goal is not to keep it looking like a hoarder. Rather, I need to have it in there 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, scan it, copy it, toss it, record it, whatever it needs to do, and then be done. So that's how it is. These are from Happy Planner itself. I got these a while back, but it has two sides to the pocket. So I don't go around buying these types of folders on the Etsy store. And the reason I don't is because I think they tend to be a little more costly at the end of the day, and I'm not really super picky on what they look like because I'm just using it for storage, if that makes sense. The tabs right here, so I'll let you know what I titled them, but what I'm using for my Happy Planner Classic size, this came in a Happy Planner planner. I get the undated ones, and I like the undated ones because it allows me to date them as I go. So if I'm not using it for that year, like in essence, I could use these undated ones. Anything I haven't used this year, I could use them next year, the year after, so on and so forth. So that's why I like those undated ones. But y'all, I have in the past bought a lot of the dated ones, but I can also tell you I've thrown away a crap ton of them as well, which is like just a waste. So what I decided to name this to be very intentional with my schedule. So last night I sat down for about an hour and a half and just really walking through, okay, how do I need this to continue looking so that I can make the most of my priority tasks. So when I first open my planner every day this week, I see that it says my daily plan. So this works great for me because then I need to know, okay, what is my daily plan for today? What crap do I need to get done? And then I used one of my plastic Happy Planner tabs and I just named it. And I use Sharpie because if I change my mind what I want to call it, I can just use acetone and wipe it off super easy and change it. But today, so this right here will be for today. So my daily plan, oh, today, okay, this is what I have. When I'm done, I can either pop this off and move it to the next day and so on, or I can choose to take off each day as I go. I don't know the answer to that yet. We will find out this week. You're gonna notice I don't have anything yet on what I need to get done. That's gonna be the next step of my planning today, is I'll start filling everything in. If you wanna see some of the final product on what I add in there, follow me on Instagram. In the description box, you'll find my social media handles. And I shared last week, I just have some personal things going on. Y'all know I am usually extremely transparent on my life, but just due to, again, kind of just some personal issues going on right now, I'm choosing to do a quote unquote kind of invite only on my planner channel. One, because that one shows so much of my personal life. So just friend request me and let me know that you found me through YouTube, and I am more than happy to friend accept you. So I've already though gone ahead and I've dated. So June 5th, June 6th, I've done all of those things. I followed somebody, I don't remember which of the ones, Marianne Cresp, I think it was, but she recommended that planners, like the inserts, do 28-pound paper. I had been doing 20-pound paper up until yesterday. And y'all, I see the miraculous ways of 28-pound paper. It's worth the extra couple bucks just from the thickness of it, and I'm really excited because then I'm not gonna have as much ghosting on the backside or bleeding through with the dot highlighters. So that is gonna be really, really exciting. So I went on ahead and I did 14 days worth of my daily inserts. I cut these out, so I printed them on paper. It was a standard letter size one. I narrowed this one down. So I made a note here for you guys. The daily sheets. So these ones right here, I got them from an Etsy store called A Plan for You to Succeed. So A Plan, number 4, you, the number 2, succeed. I will put it in the description box as well. But when I print these, I had to narrow them, like I had to change the size of them to 76%. I tried the 82 and the 84 the way other bloggers and stuff recommend. It's been working on some of my other inserts. It did not work on these for some reason. And so I did 76% and it worked great. So I've got those. So there we are. So my daily plan, blah, blah, blah. My journey. It took me a moment to decide what I was gonna name this one, but I named it My Journey. And I did that because I'm still using the undated part of the Happy Planner itself. So for June, I'm gonna date all this up. I'll put that on my Instagram. And then right here, week at a time, I'm going to be using this, and I put my time as the tab. I'm gonna start converting this into just gratitude. So I am still trying to find my groove on journaling, video journaling. I don't know, I just got a lot going on, and I'm trying to find what what will serve me well, what will not bring anxiety into my life, what will help me still see that I'm making progress and that the season that I'm in, the situation that I'm having to go through, not because of my wanting to, it's kind of just, it's one of those, it's out of my control and I'm having to trust the process that I'm in. So I thought to myself, if I can every week just see the progress and look back week over week, I think that's gonna be good for me. So I'm gonna fill all that in. I'll put gratitude lines here. I'm thinking about doing like a scripture to memorize here, important tasks that I might need to do, whatever. So I've got that. The next one is my full-time job. So I, with the situation of what I'm going through, had to go get a full-time job and to cover some things. And so this one is that tab that I was talking about. This week it's gonna be a little hectic and chaotic, but I have some follow-up things that I need to do. So I have some contact database stuff of calls that I need to make. But I also put some old clear tabs that I've had for a really long time. I have them in here because tonight I'm gonna start finalizing and I'll start labeling them, you know, what they need to be labeled. These right here are productivity inserts. The productivity sheets were from an Etsy store called Maroon Bee Printables. I asked her for a code for the sheets. I haven't heard back from her yet, but I'll keep y'all posted. I'll still put the shop in the description. But at the bottom, it'll say Corey Bee Printables. It's the same person, the Maroon Bee Printables. But I went on ahead and I printed 2 versions of this. So I did this for my full-time job and I did this for my real estate job. I did 2 versions because I still have clients on my real estate side with birthdays and anniversaries and celebrations and things that I don't want to forget or want to miss simply because I'm having to go through this certain process in my life where I'm having to really just restructure my workload right now to this full-time job. So anyway, so these are some just different priority tasks. They've got priority matrices and stuff. So tonight what I'll be working on after we're done with dinner is just really brain dumping what I've got to work on this week. There's some pretty time-sensitive projects that I've committed to, tasks that need to get done. This is also my week that I don't have the boys Wednesday through Sunday. So on the weeks that I don't have the boys, I try to work longer hours and work from earlier until later. So that has been, that part of the stuff I'm getting my groove on. And then the weeks that I have the kids longer, which is like a Friday through, you know, Wednesday morning, I tend to just, I work, but I work in a way that I still pick them up at a decent time. And we do a lot of just quality time stuff, the park, the splash pads on the weekend and stuff like that. So anyway, so I've got these 2 things that I'll be doing. So on the real estate side, same thing. I printed just equal for equal. I still have some tab sheets here too that I'll be labeling up so I know what I need to prioritize and what I need to work on. And then I'll remove the sheets that I don't need to have in here anymore, that once the brain dumping is done. And then I'll keep the stuff that's relevant and necessary. But this one right here, like I said, this productivity sheets bundle that I had bought from her was just really helpful. It's based on like a Pomodoro planner system, which I like. Pomodoro planner system is very like task driven, very time management, very focused and like a laser focused type status, which is something that I'm looking forward to because I think I need to keep things simplified but focused. 100 days of productivity. So I have this under my Realtor tab and under my Harvard tab. And Harvard is the company that I work for. But 100 days of productivity, I'm gonna start this tomorrow. Y'all, I am really excited about this one for myself. This is a self-care one. And the reason is because I want to see that I'm making progress. I get very caught up, overwhelmed at times, many times, because of everything that's going on right now, like that back end stuff that's taking place. And it just, talk about mental health. I've always been like a mental health advocate, and it's just really tough. And I'm very strong and I'm very positive and I'm very optimistic. I'm very empathetic. I'm all of these things. I'm certain of that to my being and to my core, but it is taking a toll on me because this has just been underway for almost 2 years now. It's just very mentally draining. And so I decided that, you know what, I want to start seeing, I'm going to put the dot because I know I'm doing my best that I can do with my situation, but for some reason, I think visually just seeing that I'm doing it will help me big picture, because I take for granted how far I've come and how strong I really am when I'm not seeing it this way. Something about just seeing it on paper, I think, is gonna really help my heart, my mindset, my strength, my health, like just so many different things. So fingers crossed, I will keep you posted on that. And then I really like, so I'm gonna be using my highlighters, the dot ones. Y'all, I have such damn love-hate with these things. Like, the dot concept sounds so cool. I don't like the, I don't know, they dot uneven, you gotta learn how to evenly dot, or one's thicker than the other one, it's too thick, light, it bleeds through, I don't know, but whatever. I bought them, I need to use them, so that's what I'll be doing, and it'll go perfect on those numbers in my head, so we'll see. But I also like the follow-up to that, so then I get to put the date, I'll put the task, like the productivity task that I wanna do, and then check them off. So I'm thinking combination of both of these in both categories, right? The Realtor and the Harvard one will be really good for my heart and for my mindset. Birthdays, I want to get back into celebrating people. I really love writing birthday cards. I have always, it's funny, I'm such a hypocrite. I don't make a big deal out of my own birthday, and yet I love celebrating other people's birthday. I don't know. So I'm really excited about the birthday tracker stuff. But what I'm going to do is, birthday trackers are going to be here because I do tend to know a lot of people. I did one for Harvard side for those clients and one for the real estate clients. So there's two versions. This one, what I'm going to do is I'm planning on, instead of making this a birthday tracker, I'm doing National Day of calendar stuff. So I love doing like just fun stuff. So sometimes there's like National Iced Coffee Day or National Blueberry Muffin Day or whatever. I'm going to put them in there so I can start planning according, and then gifting some people some fun surprises. So figured I'll still repurpose this sheet for that, and then the rest of it will truly be for birthday trackers and anniversaries. So I've got that going, and I'll be working on it. Money talk. I am really working on my money. I will do a different video. I found a spreadsheet and I've had it for a while. Again, I get really overwhelmed with this other stuff going on, and then it just kind of mentally shuts me down from trying to add a single more breath on my plate. And I've been listening to this audiobook. I'm almost done with it. It's fantastic. It was just, I rented it from my library, the Libby app, and it's really great. So much so that it inspired me to get that spreadsheet going. I emailed the shop owner and she gave me permission that I can share the spreadsheet with you guys. I can't share it with you that you have a free copy. I can share it with you like the process of it, and then I can guide you to her shop if you'd like to buy it. But it's really just helping me kind of get back on track again and have confidence that with the storm that's taking place right now, it's not gonna be the end of the world. It's gonna be a rough several years for sure, but it's not the end of the world, and that I'm okay with today. So my money talk is here. I had these envelopes in my stash of like Happy Planner classic stuff. They're just, I'm assuming they still sell them, but these for receipts. So this one right here, the way that I'm using this one is gonna be, this one is for my personal stuff, and this is gonna be for business. So it goes back to that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 concept, right? I'm gonna put the receipts in there day over day, like when I'm shopping or I'm out and about, or, you know, expense report stuff, whatever. I can put them in here quick on the go, and then at night I can scan them, transfer them, do whatever I need to do with them, and then be done so that they're not like stuffed to the max and weighing things down. I went on ahead and used neon color cardstock because why the hell not was kind of my concept to that. I had these just from a long time ago that I bought from an Etsy store, and decided I'm gonna go ahead and use this, and I'll use just a black marker so that way I can write down what I need to on the go. So like if I'm using my debit card or my credit card or just whatever, I can keep it here day to day, and then I'll mark through every night to make sure that I put it in the Google Sheet, so that way it's done and it doesn't get lost in translation. Because what I do know without a doubt about myself is I have this, you know, this want and this desire to try to be great with the, like my register of my budget. But then, you know, when you've got kids pulling you one way and life pulling you the other way, and you're going kind of 100 miles an hour, it makes it difficult sometimes to like sit there and line by line work on this. And then not to mention, just like I said, I've got counselors and therapists, and I'm trying to do the gym. I'm doing all of these things for mental health, and healing process. And so that in itself, like anybody that says that's not a full-time job, like lies, I tell you. It's a full-time job. And so there's many times where I have to decide, do I need to sit down or have the mental strength to even work on that? Or should I go to the gym and really just get those endorphins going so that I have the strength and the courage to continue day by day on this thing. So I choose the gym, but this I think will help me and make it a lot easier, more tangible, so I don't forget any of those transactions. So I went on ahead and I did 3 sheets. My plan on this is I'm gonna do one of them that's using my debit card, one of them that's using credit card stuff, and then a third one because my full-time job, I have an expense report. So this will be for that expense report. So then I can also use it later to just go back and make sure I got reimbursed for those expenses. And then I have just an extra folder. So in case there's anything budgetary that I need to store there before I move it on or whatever. This one right here, note paper. So I just put note paper, and this is just paper for miscellaneous notes or whatever's going on. Today I went to church, listened to church online at the house, and then took the boys with me. I got encouraged by some group leaders to go attend. They're looking for more group leaders. And so I went to go hear what it was all about. I was really excited, and I'm going to be leading a Bible study in August, from August to November at my church, Pure Heart Church in Glendale. I'm really blessed and excited about that. And then when I got done there, they finished our kind of the Q&A part of it a little bit early, and the boys were still in their Sunday school classes. So I sat outside in the covered area and listened to church service again, but outside because there's some speakers out there. So it was nice just to get a secondary listen to it, because then I actually got to write some notes down and just there at my church. And I just enjoy that. And I really need those kind of messages right now. So that's where it is. So I'll finish doing what I need to do with these notes, processing whatever. And then by this evening, I'll have all of these things removed out of here and just working off fresh paper. So my objective this week is really going to be sticking to that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 Mel Robbins idea of just let's keep things kind of moving and flowing and going. And like I said, I am more than happy to show you guys on Instagram just screenshots of how I end up netting my day, of what the tasks are going to look like. And then I will end up going into my digital planner, not so much tonight because I'm going to start working on dinner for the boys and I, but I'll certainly record this week. And I'm thinking what I will do is try to keep my physical binder, so the classic, the Happy Planner classic size, in the format of doing this one on the weekends and then my digital planner the middle of the week. So that way it's kind of giving 2 sides of things. But remember, y'all, anything on my planner stuff that I use, I love Franklin Covey. I love it. I love my Tyler binder. I miss my Tyler binder. But any of the inserts that I'm using and such, they're all things that are conducive and flexible to be used in any planning system. So something I really want to reiterate, and I was watching a video earlier today on YouTube, I want my channel to be for all planners. So I want it to be something to where you don't feel you have to go by specifically my setup. I want you to use and find the setup that's going to be conducive to you, or maybe you already have just a bunch of planner stuff and you're ready to start actually seeing that your pile is dwindling down and you want to start repurposing and using some of your stuff. That is my goal. So like I said, all of these things today, none of this is like brand new purchased so that I could get this video going. These are things that I have said I have got, let me repurpose, let me use, and let me make this something productive and build it in a way that's going to continue allowing me to heal, continue to allow me to get mentally strong, allow me to continue being productive, and certainly help me be very proud of myself so I can see the accomplishments that I'm doing in real life, if that makes sense. So with that said, I see you, I love you, you matter to me so much. Thank you for following me. Thank you for your loyalty. Even though I have been really wishy-washy on my frequencies, I promise I am working on getting better about it. But I really appreciate your patience. Like I said, it's just kind of a rough season that I'm in right now, but I know it's temporary. And I know that the things that I've always taught my kids, right? The truth will set you free. Always do the right thing, even when it's not popular. Stay faithful, faith-driven, people inspired. It's actually my company LLC name, but those things. So just want to remind you, if you want me to talk about anything, divorce, I've been divorced twice. I have 5 kids. Oldest is 22, soon to be 23. My youngest is 5. We have pet bunnies, anything at all, anything about life, depression, anxiety, work, entrepreneurship, working 2 jobs, whatever it is, real estate, nothing is off the table. Truly nothing is off the table. I am willing to talk about anything. Let me know. And I hope you guys have honestly, just an amazing, amazing week ahead. Many of y'all know I cuss. It is what it is, but I hope you guys have a kick-ass week. I hope that you just make it the best week so far of the year, and I will talk to you later. Bye.